live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you ninjas. How my trolls doing? Shout out to the trolls. Man, we're going to cook a little bit. I know I ain't cooked in a while. But we're going to cook something. Y'all going to get that Chef V exclusive today. So y'all, go ahead and strap in with me. Go ahead and strap in with me. All right. September 24th, 2024. Time is 10 minutes after the hour. Eastern Standard Time. Here in the QC Metro. What we talking about? Shout out to Smoke and Talk. Y'all don't want to be here? Don't be here. Move around. Plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. However, if you are here, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the bell. Share to your socials. Hit the Cash App. Send $5 for the Pure Tea Leaf Fund. All of the basics. Likes are free. Subscribing is free. What we talking about? I hate doing the I told you so. I get tired. Don't y'all get tired of me being right? Jesus. If y'all watch my content long enough, I make these predictions, I peep y'all the game, and some shit got to jump off for you to finally, oh damn, and y'all act like it's brand new. I said this shit a decade ago. We're going to talk about it. But my question, oh, y'all, he hate black women. And I told y'all before, who protects black women more than me in this space? I'll wait. Who actually has defended black women and women in general? I'll wait. Y'all sheep, man. Y'all so used to following, and you can't have independent thought and think independently on your own. Told y'all, I don't know, golly, how long was that post? 10, 15 years ago, when I told y'all about them nasty ass Indian women. And I told y'all about their number one job over there in India, cleaning out the sewers by hand. And I gave y'all the link to the PBS special where it showed that the stench of them cleaning out the sewage. The older women were so used to it, they didn't even cover their faces no more. The younger women had to still cover their faces. And y'all run up in their stores, and you run up in their hotels, and they nasty as shit to you. And they act like they better than you. Y'all don't remember that? I remember. We're going to talk about it. My Spartans, when y'all come in, y'all know what to do. Tell us what your profession is, and salute the chat. Other content creators. Make sure y'all check in with the chat so we could spread the love and drop a link for your channel. Okay? All of the basics. What I want to know is where the hell is Janet's protection? We know Janet black, right? We know that is undisputable. We know what her black ass daddy looked like. We know what her mama looked like. We seen her black ass brothers, right? We know what her sister looked like. Her lineage is solidified. Janet Jackson has reached icon status, legendary. If she was a Pokemon, she'd be twinkling. You know, the shiny, she'd be a shiny Pokemon, shiny legendary Pokemon. What the hell y'all talking about? Janet Jackson can't speak no more? But this lady, this woman, I'm not even gonna call out her name. This woman who a new black, all of a sudden, just recently turned black, y'all run to her defense, right? She ain't got no black pass. She ain't got no credentials. She ain't been to nobody cookout ever, unless maybe one of her classmates at Howard and invited her to their cookout. But she ain't got no family cookout she been to. You can hand her 13 cards. This is the black test. Hand her 13 cards and see what the first thing is she do with them. See, y'all black folk know what to do. Some of y'all automatically, you know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, even before we get to them 13, I'm going to hand you a deck. We at the cookout, somebody throw a brand new deck on the doggone table, right? What's the first thing you do? Right? And I don't care what part of the country you in. Southeast, Northeast, Midwest, Southwest, Oakland, LA, St. Louis, Missouri, any of that. What do you do when you take the cards out the box? What's the first thing you do? And maybe some of y'all young ones, y'all don't know, because y'all don't play cards like we used to. I'm talking to you Gen Xers and up. What do? You take out 2 of hearts and 2 of clubs, right? Now, down south, we don't call it clubs down here in the south. They call it a puppy toe, right? Shout out to the great state of Ohio for giving us spades. They brought spades to us. Now, get her 13 cards and see what you do. Somebody go deal all the cards out, right? You got 13 in front of you. Pick them up. What is the next thing you do? She don't know nothing. Kamala don't know nothing about this. This black folk shit. And hell, you got white people to know what to do. Shout out to the Angry Snowman. I know he know. So I put them 13 cards in front of you. What's the first thing you do? Pick up your cards and you start organizing your hand, right? What's next? It's the black test. See how black you really are. Fuck that hot sauce. This is the real black test. Y'all don't remember me talking about? I talked about this before. Okay. They ain't gonna tell your partner what you got. Yo, I got 3 in the possible, yo. I got 3 in the P, yo. Well, you gonna be like, yo, I got 3. Your partner gonna be like, man, you can't give me one more? Man, I got a possible, but it ain't strong, man. You know. I don't know if it's gonna walk. Right? Those of you who went to HBCU, you should know what I'm talking about, right? Shout out to South Carolina State Bulldogs. Hell, major spades. That's like a doggone minor. You had the minor in spades. Right? Kamala don't know nothing about this. When you show up at the cookout, the family cookout, again, Gen X and older, what did everybody show up with? You got out your car, you popped that trunk, and what did you take out the trunk? Your cooler, your family cooler, and you and your daddy or you and your brother had to carry a cooler in there with the beer, the ice, or whatever y'all decided to bring. Extra burgers and hot dogs. You didn't show up to the cookout without nothing. Paper plates, hot dog and hamburger buns, right? Extra ketchup and mustard. This is black shit that I'm talking about. And this has been going on for generations. Now, some of you may have gotten exposed to this. Some of you migrants, you black adjacent, you're not black, but you may have gotten a little taste of this. You've been around long enough. Mm-hmm. You knew what time, everybody knew what time you had to go in the house. Black shit. What time you had to go in the house, y'all? Somebody put it in the chat. What time did we all have to go in the house? It was the same for everybody growing up. I'll wait. And it didn't matter if your parents were home or not. It was the same time. When them lights came on, when that street light came on, we all had one street light that was closest to your front door. That was the clock. When that street light came on, you better have been sitting on your steps at the least. Right? Kamala don't know nothing about that. Kamala don't know about drinking out the hose. Why? Why we had to drink out the hose? Because what? Black people, Gen Xers. Why had to drink out the hose? So you wouldn't let the air out running in and out the house. Come on now. Black people shit. I mean, how many times I done reminded y'all of this? We all got this story. I know white people got this story. Because they were black adjacent. And if your parents went home and that light came on, you still had to be on them steps or in the house. Why? Because you had neighborhood watch, and you damn sure ain't gonna be running the street and one of your neighbors tell your mama or your daddy or whoever was responsible for you. You know that doggone V wasn't y'all when the light came on. He was down the street. Oh, was he? I guarantee you somebody gonna have a conversation with you about that. Right? We ain't had cell phones. We ain't had the internet. Now, our parents ain't had it. They had something that was faster. It's called the grapevine. That grapevine was the fastest thing ever. We still have not able to catch up with the speed of the grapevine. I don't care what kind of internet you got. It ain't faster than the grapevine. Nope. Sorry. I done told y'all too many of these stories over the years. This is black shit. This is black shit. Cultural. See, y'all think black is color. Black ain't color. Black is culture. My grandmother was light skinned. Light is fucking pancake batter or lighter. My mama pancake batter, so my grandmother was lighter. They were what they called black Irish. See, now I'm gonna tie this shit around, bring this around. And I told y'all about this before. This is a good book. Y'all don't know history. And I always try to give y'all citations. And I've discussed this book. It was on my Instagram forever. I guess I'll repost it on the community tab here. Black Irish. It's on Amazon. You had black people everywhere. There was a population of black people in Ireland, Scotland. They got put right on the slave ship, right next to you, or right next to everybody else. Everybody who got on that slave ship wasn't blue-black. You didn't get your color because you got a white relative. You always had that pancake color. We come in all shades. My great-grandfather Roland could pass. However, he didn't play that. Neither did my grandma. Called them something other than black. That was fighting words. Those were fighting words. Try to explain this to y'all. So when y'all put that black label on people who ain't earned it, who ain't entitled to it, it's serious. It gets serious. But y'all so far removed. They don't give y'all cordless microphones now. And you don't walk away too far away from the source that you're emitting a lesser frequency. Shout out to Saul Williams. Shout out to Saul Williams for that metaphor. You don't walk too far away from the source. And you're emitting a lesser frequency. You millennials, you zoomers. You don't know your history. You don't know your lineage. This is why I keep telling y'all. It don't matter what your mama is. Your lineage is determined by your father. It's been that way for thousands of years. Who your daddy? What your daddy is. That's how you, and this is why they destroy that. It's why our enemies have sought to destroy that. So the name Israel would no longer be in remembrance. It was a tumult. It was an angry gathering. All of these nations got together and planned this shit. So you wouldn't know your lineage. The name Israel would be no more in remembrance. That's why they can tell you African, dummy. The fuck is African? Another conversation. Janet Jackson is a friggin' legend, an icon, a fucking shiny, legendary Pokemon. For how long? All her life. We can go back to Penny, okay? We go back to little Penny. She been that chick for so long, right? She came from a legendary family. Who the fuck is D.L. Hughley? I mean, really? What the fuck? And yeah, we going there. You two gonna be mad today. V is on fire. Man on fire. I'm like friggin' Denzel trying to figure out who killed Peter. Man on fire. Right? I've been waiting on the blocks. And that gun went off, and that gun set me free. And the gun is DL punk ass Hughley running his fucking mouth. See, where I'm from, and this is how black men used to handle shit, a nigga like him would have got punched in his mouth for running his fucking mouth. Somebody would have popped him dead in his mouth. But we live in a soft ass world today. We let goofy ass niggas just run around and say whatever. Ain't no man code. We don't stand on business no more. Back in the day, you try to talk some shit about Pam Grier, you might have got your ass whooped. What? What you say about Pam Grier? Like, this shit is senseless to me. And hell, the police would even understand. Man, what caused the fight, sir? You talking shit about Pam Grier. Oh, man, go on home, bro. You get to a certain status. We used to revere our women and men. It was certain people you just couldn't talk shit about. The whole mood would change. A certain athlete, and it's a certain level. You reach a certain level. You ain't just an athlete. You ain't just a singer no more. You have reached legendary status. Hmm? But this Trump derangement syndrome got y'all fucked up. And the funny thing is Trump used to fuck with us. When did Trump stop fucking with black people? When did that happen? When he came down the elevator, he cut black people off? I don't remember that happening. Y'all turned on him. Because Mr. Cartwright got mad. Mr. Cartwright, Democratic Party, got mad. And y'all lost y'all damn minds trying to please Mr. Cartwright. Right? Ain't that what happened? Where the manly men at? Where the fuck is Sam Jackson when you need him? Sam Jackson should be cussing motherfuckers out left and right. I mean, I know he done got old, but damn. We ain't got no men up in our community. We ain't got none. Nobody can step up and say, oh, hell no. All y'all got is me. You could not live with your own failures. Where has that brought you? Back to V. The last icon that I can remember having friggin' legendary status, even anything close to Janet Jackson, hell, and hell, Aaliyah had to die to get him. Ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about Aaliyah. Hell, we even let that whole R. Kelly shit slide. Didn't we? That's how much we loved Aaliyah. Who the fuck is D.L. Hughley? I'm going to tell you exactly who that bitch nigga is. D.L. Hughley is the Cliff Levingston of comedy. I said it. Some of y'all like, what? Yeah, because you don't know nothing. Who the hell is Cliff Levingston? Exactly. Cliff Levingston was there for the first 3 Chicago Bulls championships with Michael Jordan. He was that nigga all the way at the end of the bench, always clapping and shit. Cliff Levingston. They needed somebody to fill that roster spot. That's who Cliff Levingston was. That's who D.L. Hughley is. You don't believe me? What's Cliff Levingston's most famous game? Or even shot in a game? I'll wait. You don't know, do you? Oh, see, y'all don't know the hell. I got y'all researching. Y'all Googling Cliff Levingston, trying to figure out what he looked like. A goofy ass looking nigga like D.L. Hughley. He ain't got no famous game. He ain't got no famous shot that anybody remember. I'm sure he remembers, but don't nobody else remember. D.L. Hughley, what's his famous joke? Tell me, what's the joke he known for? One joke. I'll wait. He's been around forever, right? The nigga old, he like 113 years old, right? What is his joke? Now, think about other high caliber comedians. You can remember Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you. Right? Bernie Mac. The pussy tastes like pumpkin pie. Right? Bernie Mac. Some milk and cookies. Right? Right? Hell, we could think all kind of goofy shit Steve Harvey done said with his goofy ass. Cedric the Entertainer, right? How did D.L. Hughley fit in there? He didn't. He wasn't their first choice. He was a dude. Come on, man. Come on. We got to fill this slot. That's who the hell D.L. Hughley is. Talking about a GED. Nigga, you're 115 years old talking about a goddamn GED. Nigga, if you don't shut up, dumbass. He remind me of them niggas that went to jail and they read a couple of books in jail and now they come out and all of a sudden they're scholars. That's D.L. Hughley. Talking about Janet Jackson's nose. She got a white woman nose. Nigga, that ain't how fucking nose jobs work. He got y'all thinking she had her nose cut off and they stitched on a white woman's nose to her face. That is not how fucking nose jobs work. But when you got a GED education, that makes sense to you. It ain't even funny. It ain't even funny. Where the fuck is Corey Holcomb when I need him? See, Corey Holcomb would get in that ass. I'm waiting. Corey, please. Come on over here to the People's Podcast. I'm just going to shut the fuck up and let you tear that nigga up. He don't want that. DL don't want that smoke with you. I know he don't. I know he don't. Carlos Miller, where the fuck you at? Chico Beans, where y'all at? You know, maybe it's too much for Carlos and Chico. They don't really dibble and dabble in politics that much. At least I haven't known them to. But Corey Holcomb, bruh, this your time, man. This your time. Break in case of emergency. We done broke the glass. We got to sick you. Never mind the dog. Beware of Corey. The fuck we talking about? What we talking about? This bitch nigga doing radio. You might as well be doing the fucking telegrams and shit. You know how ancient that technology is? Who the fuck listens to radio? Old ass baby boomers like him. I told y'all them baby boomers get on my fucking nerves. They can't advance. D.L. Hughley can't do no podcast. Why? Because don't nobody want to hear what he got to say. Hell, at least Shannon Sharp is entertaining with his fucking dabba talking ass. The fuck, DL Hughley got a whole cast of people with him. Because he can't carry his show. Shannon Sharp got it. He got a camera in his living room and killing the game. Cat Williams, where are you at? I know you're a boy. And he don't like that crew neither. You know, Cat Williams got beef with Steve Harvey and shit. Cat, where you at? Talk about Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. Well, Janet Jackson. Oh, wait a minute. Michael Jackson and Trump was friends. Oh, y'all forgot that, didn't y'all? Y'all forgot that shit. Oh, Trump is a racist. Sure enough, let the world know he was on Michael Jackson's side, though, wasn't he? Didn't Michael Jackson live in the Trump Tower for a little while? Ain't that something? Y'all got short-term memories. Y'all don't remember shit. Trump came out and said, I don't believe none of that shit. I know Michael Jackson. He done been in my house. Done played with my grandkids. He loved kids. I don't believe that shit. I told y'all that a long time ago. Michael Jackson wanted to fuck little boys. Why would he do it in LA? He could go over to any third world country and snap and buy him a kid and fuck the shit out of him over there all damn day. I mean, come on. Y'all ain't even making sense. Y'all ain't even making sense. But D.L. Hughley is allowed to speak, and ain't no black woman talking about where our protection at. And he gonna attack a certified black woman for some bitch who ain't never said she was black. Now, when they ask her about her being Indian, yes, right? She can answer that unequivocally, no delay. Yes. Remember when she went on a little cooking show? The little lady? Yeah, so you're Indian, right? Yes. Go watch the clip. Somebody asked her, is she black? Next question. Ain't that funny? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Moses came down on that mountain after talking with God. And the first thing he did was he organized the people, the children of Israel, by the pedigree, by the house of their fathers, seed of their fathers. Because your father determines your pedigree. Where is her daddy at? He's still alive. He out there in California somewhere. Why he ain't speaking up? Because he ain't black. See, y'all, I've been telling y'all this. Y'all confuse black with skin color. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Here in America, white people, because y'all like to try to tell us what we are. It's time for y'all to shut the fuck up. Time for you to bring some real black men on, because black men determine what the rest of the group do. That's for every group on the planet. Here's what you're going to call us. Here's what we are. These are our people. That's how it works everywhere on the planet. Except in America when we get the black people. And we just let them decide who they're going to throw in the pot with us. Right? Huh? Y'all all right? Y'all with me? Or am I making this up? I might be making this up. Don't go to Roland Martin. Don't go to Dr. Boyd, Umar, none of them goofy ass niggas. Bring my black ass on there and ask me, well, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Israel, well, whatever the fuck you want to call me, whatever we just get to the conversation. Who is black and what is black? I'm glad you asked, Bill. I'll be more than happy to explain it to you. Black, American descendants of slavery. That's who the fuck black is here in America. That African shit, that made up word, that hell, slavery had been going on for 100 years before they came up with the word. So what was we called then? We all wasn't one monolith of people. Here in America, American descendants of slavery, ADOS, or foundational black Americans. That's who we are because we have a separate history, a separate lineage. And when you try to include a woman like Kamala Harris in that, you're being disrespectful to my mama, to my aunts, to my sisters, to my grandmother, to my great-grandmother. What about their culture and their contribution to this American experiment? Who protected that? Because Kamala don't have that. I had this conversation with y'all during Obama. Let's go way back then. Try to tell y'all then. Obama ain't black. We like him, but he ain't black. Now Michelle is black. She ain't nothing but cocoa butter and Crisco. We know what she smelled like through the TV. Oh yeah, that's cocoa butter right there. Uh-huh. We know what Michelle smelled. We know what she smelled like. She all black. Obama ain't black. So y'all did. Y'all, when y'all was focused on where he was born at, that way he born at didn't matter. He ain't black. I don't give a shit where he was born. His daddy is African, quote unquote. And his mama was a white woman, and he was raised in a house with his white grandparents. That don't equal black. He got a little swag. Okay, yeah, cool. I know white boys. What's the boy who used to play for Dallas? What was it? Jason Williams, White Chocolate. That nigga had swag. Eminem got swag. Swag ain't limited just to black folk. What we talking about? Obama ain't black. He's what you would call African American. His daddy was from quote unquote Africa. His mama was white. That's African American. He ain't black American. They ain't got no relatives that was in World War II, the Korean War, World War II, Vietnam. They ain't got no relatives that black people. We got all that. We can go back to the Civil War, the British Columbia, the British War, whatever war you want to dig up on American soil. It was black people there fighting. Obama don't have that. Michelle ain't got. I mean, not Michelle. Kamala ain't got that. They ain't make the cookout. They ain't got that lineage. They didn't migrate out of the South into the rest of the country. They didn't do that. Nobody in their family did that. They're not black people. Genetically or culturally. They're not none of us. Why does it matter? Because they make it matter. Hey, if you good with who you are, why try to front like you black? Because you want to lie to people and manipulate people and get people to vote for you by playing identity politics. That's why it matters. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't just say, hey, no, I'm not black, I'm Indian. Boom. She could settle all of this shit. But when she gets asked directly, she skirts the answer. Right? That's why it matters. People like the Democrats is lie. And you got two democratic simp ass ninjas who gonna validate it. That's our little minions, and they questionable. The Rick and Smileys and DL Hugleys and Roland Martins. Fuck we talking about. When you black, even if you ain't got no family connections and you show up at the cookout, people watch your behavior to determine if you're supposed to be there or not. I was going with a girl, her family's from Charleston. Right? I showed up, we went to the cookout. I blended right the fuck on in. A couple of me and her cousins, we all went to South Carolina State. Similar culture. I fit right on in. I can go to any black cookout anywhere in this country, and I blend in, I assure you. I've been to a few cookouts. People checking you out. Right? Y'all goofy, man. But you gonna let D.L. Hughley, Cliff Levingston ass attack Janet? What? This is mind-boggling. Men of my age, I mean, Janet Jackson was like a dream. We loved her when she was Penny. Like, what? What? When they start talking about the most beautiful women, in my generation, you got like Halle Berry and Janet Jackson, and who else? Who else do we put in that category? And you gonna let this nigga talk about Janet? Oh shit. Corey Holcomb, I need you to call me, brother. Email me something. Lee Ben Israel needs to talk to you, man. I got to, because I can't believe you ain't on this already, man. Cat Williams, Sam Jackson, one of y'all niggas. Patrice O'Neal dead, so I ain't got him no more. One of y'all niggas. You ain't doing your job. And I got to call you on the carpet, and you need to come talk to me, because we're going to have a verbal warning. Shit. The hell are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is unbelievable to me. You know how much music the Jacksons are responsible for? Just Janet by herself. We ain't even got to use her brother. None of them. Didn't Tito just die? Like, we going through this and her brother just died? Like, what kind of disrespectful shit is this? But we always talking about disrespect. This ain't disrespect? For Kamala? We don't understand the difference between race and nationality. Nationality is what country you're from. That don't tell us what color you are. So when you say American, are you white American, Hispanic American, black American, whatever? We don't know. You got to add something on to that so we know what you are ethnically. Black American, white American. Now, Mexican American, I mean, whatever. We got to add something onto it. We know ethnically you're a Mexican, but culturally you're an American. Well, that makes sense. Her father, you can't just say Jamaican. Jamaican is a country. You got all colors in Jamaica. And ethnicity. You got Chinese Jamaicans. I tell y'all about my sister who's married to a Chinese Jamaican. Her last name is Kim Flu. And them niggas, him and his brothers, they look like Tim Duncan. That's the fuck they look like. Them island looking niggas, you know. I mean, Tim Duncan is like that too. He's from one of them islands. St. Martin or whatever, one of the Virgin Islands, wherever the fuck Tim Duncan is from. He got that look. Tim Duncan just makes it as black kind of look. But my brother-in-law ain't black. They're Chinese Jamaican. They ethnically Chinese. They grew up in Jamaica. They're from the country of Jamaica. I brought up the example of you got white people from Africa, right? Ain't that where Elon Musk is from? He's technically an African American. You got Charlize Theron, her pretty ass. She's a white American, a white African. Or here, she's African American. She fits the description. Her father, Kamala's father, he identifies himself as Irish Jamaican. He's telling you, I'm ethnically Irish from Jamaica. That's what he's saying. We don't know what color that nigga is. Just based on that. See, y'all hear Jamaican and you think Bob Marley, and hell, Bob Marley wasn't even dark skinned. He was half white. But y'all think dreadlocks and fucking screwface and, y'all think like that. Fuck we talking about? I don't care what country you talk about. There's a population of black people native to that country. You got black Germans, black Russians, black Cubans, black Mexicans, black, bliggity black. But y'all understanding of history, migration, and all of that kind of stuff is so limited. And all you know is what they told you. When you African, that don't even make no sense. Go back past the 15th century, show me the word African in the history book. I'll wait. I'll wait. Exactly. That's how y'all gotta understand. You got a limited understanding, and because the people who was telling you this shit, they were confused. They don't know who. Damn Edomites, Idumeans. They've been running around Europe killing each other for centuries. And they're the same god doggone people. Hello. Now they found a picture of Kamala with her grandmother, right? That came from her book. She published the book. Now they start digging into her shit. Her grandmother died 4 years before she was born. So how did she wind up in the picture with her grandmother? Ain't that something? Where the granddaddy at? We can't find no record of the grandma and the granddaddy being married, divorced. We ain't got shit on him. Where he died at, where he's still alive, none of that. So this is what happens, and I tell you ladies all the time, talk too much. You start tripping over your own words because you said too much. She did this. She could have squashed all of this shit. No, I'm Irish Indian or whatever. I am what my father is. My father is Irish Jamaican. I'm Irish Jamaican. She could have squashed this shit. But the need to lie and trip over her own fucking words, they gonna dig all into this shit now. Y'all know how the internet works. Get your popcorn. Get your fucking popcorn. All the little family see. Did I tell you that DNA is a bitch? We all got them family stories, and we all got that Indian princess that we all supposedly related to. And I think it's like less than 1% of black people who are actually connected to Native American blood. When it's all said and done, mm, I had the story on my grandfather's side. We Cherokee. I took the DNA test and got a bit of Native American blood in me. And even on my father's side, oh, we related to the Cubans some kind of way. I ain't got no Cuban blood in me either. Hmm. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Them lies your mama and them told, your grandmama told, your great grandmama and them told. That's where them lies come from. They create these narratives. And DNA is like taking a damn big ass shotgun, boom, and blew a hole in all of that shit. Like grandma lying ass sitting up there looking stupid. They don't even get a possibility there. You know what? I really don't know. Somehow they know your granddaddy history better than they know their own history. The fuck out of here. This shit crazy, man. That's all I got, man. I had to cook that shit a little bit though. Like, subscribe, and share. Catch it on the replay. Make sure you drop a comment. That's all I got, man. People Champ is out.